Powerful flash flooding swept across Dallas and surrounding parts of North Texas after intense thunderstorms unleashed torrential rainfall across the region. The heavy rain quickly overwhelmed drainage systems, sending water rushing through neighborhoods, submerging streets, and creating dangerous conditions for residents and motorists alike. As floodwaters continued to rise, transportation networks across the region began experiencing major disruptions. Air travel was heavily affected as severe weather moved through North Texas. Hundreds of flights faced delays and cancellations, leaving thousands of passengers stranded, while airport operations struggled to recover from the storm's impact. At the same time, power outages spread across numerous communities. Lightning strikes and severe weather damaged electrical infrastructure in multiple counties, leaving residents without power and creating additional challenges for emergency crews responding to the crisis. Throughout Dallas, major roadways became flooded as water covered lanes of traffic, blocked intersections, and forced temporary road closures. Drivers encountered hazardous conditions across the metropolitan area, with lengthy delays and rapidly changing road conditions becoming a common sight throughout the day. Emergency responders were called into action as vehicles became trapped in rising floodwaters on heavily traveled roads. Several motorists found themselves stranded after attempting to cross flooded intersections. Rescue crews worked continuously to reach those affected and safely remove them from dangerous situations. The severe thunderstorms brought more than just flooding. Lightning associated with the storms reportedly sparked multiple fires across the region, creating additional emergencies for firefighters and first responders already stretched thin by flood-related incidents. As rain continued falling, water levels along creeks, rivers, and drainage channels began rising rapidly. Officials warned that flooding could extend beyond the initial storm impacts as excessive runoff pushed waterways toward dangerous levels. Parks, recreational facilities, trails, and public spaces near waterways were inundated as floodwaters spread into surrounding areas. The intensity of the rainfall overwhelmed stormwater systems, causing water to accumulate quickly in vulnerable locations throughout the city. Flooded intersections, submerged vehicles, damaged infrastructure, and water-covered streets highlighted the widespread impact of the storm on daily life across North Texas. Residents watched as familiar roads disappeared beneath muddy floodwaters, while businesses and commercial districts reported water intrusion and property damage. Thousands of people experienced significant travel disruptions as floodwaters overtook key transportation corridors and low-lying areas throughout the region. Authorities repeatedly urged residents to avoid flooded roads, warning that conditions could change rapidly and become life-threatening within minutes. By the end of the day, the flooding had left behind widespread damage. Stranded vehicles, flooded neighborhoods, disrupted transportation networks, power interruptions, and water-related property losses were reported across numerous communities. Recovery efforts continued as emergency officials assessed the full extent of the damage, monitored ongoing flood threats, and worked to restore normal conditions throughout Dallas and North Texas. For many residents, the event served as a powerful reminder of how quickly severe weather can transform an ordinary day into a dangerous emergency, leaving entire communities struggling with the aftermath long after the storms have passed.